Another big thing I just want to get your take on, super interesting. You see people online and go, I'm getting a 5x, I'm getting a 10x, and then you find out they're only spending 5,000 a month or 10,000 a month, and you go, what's
Yeah.
scalable? Like what can you really scale at, right? And people always get this wrong all the time, right? How
Yeah.
big's the market? What can you scale to? And if you really can't ramp your advertising, I don't know if you really have a business, right?
Right.
Um, that's repeatable process where you can really scale the revenue and turn it into something. So super
Here's a
interesting.
good little quick take on that. Especially as you know, as a marketer, you're called a scammer if your offer sounds too good, and then you're also called a scammer if your results are too good. So I'll give you a good example. We've generated like probably at this point 9.5, maybe coming up close to 10 million in gross profit on one account, one offer in the past 6 months. And we used it as a case study for ads. And people are like, oh, your ROAS isn't good enough. And it's like, first of all, if you knew how to generate a $10 million in gross profit, like just fill that sentence with the shut the,
Right, right,
up.
right.
And it's just like, your results can be too good. And then people are like, that's not real. It's
There's
not
no
good
way.
enough. And it's just
Right.
like, first of all, do you know how to generate $100,000 in revenue, let alone $1 million in revenue, let alone multiple millions of dollars in gross profit, right? And it's just like, damned if you do, damned if you don't, like, and you just kind of take it, right? It's not that big of a deal when you're sitting on this side of the table because you're gonna get that sort of commentary.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's plenty of people who are using advertising to generate significant revenue well in their businesses, some of which is more efficient than others. But then it comes back to, again, business model, right? So, like, if I have recurring purchase as part of my product development strategy, then you're good. Like, you're good, right?
Right.
Um, and that's where like that's where the ads get exposed is on business model and expectation.